How to replace the alternator in your Chevy Impala SS, Caprice, Buick RoadMaster, and Cadillac Fleetwood with the LT1 engine. I am Stephen Wimberley, and this is Working with Wimberley. The first step to replacing the alternator is to disconnect the battery. So I'm going to disconnect the negative side so that we have no power going to the alternator or anywhere else in the car. So I'm just going to use a small 8mm wrench to disconnect the negative side. With the battery disconnected, I'm just going to use my breaker bar and a 15mm socket to take the tension off of the tensioner so we can slide the belt off. Relieve the tension and we can just slide the belt off. With the belt off, we can draw our attention to the alternator. And the first thing I'm going to do is unsnap an electrical connector from the back of the alternator. The next thing is going to be this connector. So to remove this other connector, we'll just need to take off the 13mm nut. Okay, with the nut off, we can slide off the cable, and that's it. Those are the only two electrical connectors on the back of the alternator. So now I'm going to remove this 13mm bolt from the back of the alternator. And the last thing you need to do to get the alternator off is remove the nut and bolt. There's a 13mm bolt with a 15mm nut at the top. It's the same thing down here at the bottom. So I'm going to remove the two nut and bolts and the alternator should come right out. So I have the nut and bolt off of the bottom. We'll remove the nut and bolt from the top. What's that? And now the alternator should just slide up and out. So I have my replacement right here, and we can see it's the same, has the same electrical connector, so we can get this on. Installation is just the reverse of the removal process. If you found that video helpful, be sure to subscribe to the channel, give it a thumbs up, and leave a comment. God bless you all.